Okay, group, we're on number 20 here of our unit review, and we're on page 26. So it says, the Delaware Transportation Office polls students to see how they get to school. The results are in the relative frequency table below. Letter A says, find all missing values. So basically, let's fill in this table. Okay, so for our total here, for our cars, we can add our 0.11 plus 0.125, and so that's a total of 0.235. And we're going to add these up, make sure that we get 1. Yep, that ends up being 1, which is good. So here we know that half of 1 means that there's a half left. Okay, and we will go ahead and we can figure out here, so we can do 0.5 minus these two guys here, and that should give us a result. So we have 0.2 left there, and then here's our last one, so we'll do our 0.5 minus these two guys here, and we have 0.17 remaining. All right, looking pretty good. I'm going to make this a 0 there. Okay. All right, letter B. If there are 72 students that ride the bus, 72 students that ride the bus, how many total students were polled? Okay, so to figure this out, we would take our 72 divided by the percentage of what that total was of students that rode the bus, which is 0.36. And that's going to tell us the total amount of students that were polled. So that means 200. So there were 200 students total that were polled. So this right here, if we were doing not a relative frequency table, we'd have 200. All right, what percentage of students polled take other transportation to school? So here we would look at the total of transportation by other, which is 0.405, and that is 40.5% if we move that decimal. Okay, part D says, what percentage of students who take other transportation are girls? Okay, group, so for this one it says, we want to know what the total is. So our total is students who take other transportation. So if you look at other, the total there is 0.405. And then of that, how many of those are girls? Or what percentage is girls? So we're going to do that 0.20 divided by 0.405, which is 0.4938. And that is 49.38%. Okay, and then letter E, what percentage of girls take a car to school? So we want to do the total amount of girls, which is the 0.50. Okay, and of those, 0.11 take a car to school. So we're going to divide that. And so we end up with 0.22. And we know that that is 22%. All right, number 21. So here it says, a gym teacher compares the points scored by 3 basketball teams in their last 11 games. The points scored by Team A are shown. The scores of Team B and Team C are shown by the following box plots. All right, it says select a box in each row of the table to compare the median scores and the interquartile range of scores for the 3 teams. So before we do that, we need to go ahead and calculate and make sure we know the medians and the IQRs. So let's go ahead and look at the median for Team A. So to find the median, we're going to find Q2, which is that middle number. 4. Okay, so our median here is 78. Okay, to find our IQR, we have to do Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 here is 74. I'm sorry, Q1 is 74. And Q3 is 88. So we would do 88 minus 74, and that gives us our IQR. Okay, here our median's a little bit easier to find. So our median here is 86. That's our Q2, which is also our median. Our median here for C is 82. Okay, so for IQR, we do Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 here is 90, and Q1 is 78. So if we do 90 minus 78, we get 12. And then here we would do 86 minus 70, and that would get us an IQR of 16. Okay, so now we are able to answer these. Our lowest median score, so we want to find our lowest median, which is going to be Team A. Our highest median score is going to be Team B with 86. Our smallest IQR of scores is Team B. And our largest IQR is 16 for Team C.